Well, while you're doing that, I'm playing this.
Do that.
I'm just gonna go with it.
Suffolk County Police, may I help you?
Everybody's dead.
Well, what do you guys did?
Guy come running into the bar and said that mother and father are shot.
I've been to a lot of crime scenes. I've never seen anything like this.
It's good to have you back, you horror-hungry humans.
I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk here.
Welcome to prime time, bitch!
Hey, hi everybody. Welcome. It is another Sunday night, and we are back with Horror Files. I'm your host, Ralph Perez, and right here, this guy over here is...
Who, me? Oh, Alex Figueroa. I didn't know we were live. My bad. That's Alex Figueroa.
And from Geeks and Flix. And we are here, and we are graced by the presence of... her name is Dee, right? And Dee, I met on Instagram a couple of years ago, and what's cool about Dee is that she's a huge horror fan. We'll talk a little bit about that, but she's also a huge Michael Jackson fan.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you know, so the idea is that it's been 41 years since the release of Michael Jackson's Thriller, that breakthrough music video that hit all the waves on MTV and everything at the time, and it just drove everybody nuts because they was like saying, "Wow, this music video is mad long. It's like a movie, right?" It was like a short film. It was more of a short film than it was a 13-minute music video, and that wasn't right. That wasn't.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I am so sorry on that one.
It's perfect. Thank you. I was hoping you'd have that, actually.
I am so sorry on that one. I hit the wrong. Well, at least I know it works.
It works. It works. It definitely works. So the idea is that we want to talk about Michael Jackson's Thriller. It was a breakthrough, a legendary music video made by one of the most legendary musicians and songwriters and stars in music of all time. God rest his soul, Michael Jackson. So what we want to do is kind of like talk about it, really, really get into it so that we could do this. Ready?
What are we going to do?
We're going to wait. Oh, here we go.
What do you do? Oh, God.
We're going to put it into files. That's the point of the... Why are you laughing? We do this all the time. Right?
I know. It's just been a long time.
It's been a long time since we put stuff in the files. And we're going to start doing that every week. Not every week, every other week. The idea is that I want to alternate with Alex and Nate's show, Geeks and Flix. They do every 2 weeks. So I figured, you know what? Why don't I do the filler? Why don't I do the other week? That way, because we have common friends and common, followers on YouTube that keep the continuity going and stuff like that. So I thought that was a pretty good idea. It's a good way to continue things. Now, for those of you who don't know what Horror and Coffee is about, we talk horror, we talk coffee, right? I have my coffee right here. Alex has tea.
Yes.
Yes, tea. Right? Dee, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you drink coffee?
I do, but in the morning. Then I can't sleep at night.
Fair enough. How do you like your coffee?
I drink Bustelo with milk and sugar.
There you go. That's what I got creamer here, but similarly, yes. I just brewed up a little bit here so for the show. Mm-hmm. And I see already Jimmy is here. Awesome. Tony Movie Chap is here. Rockshot is here. I'm not sure who Rockshot is. Do you know who that is? Alex?
No.
Rockshot? Oh, thank you for joining us, Rockshot. He's a new face I haven't seen and stuff like that. So people are starting to eventually come in to check us out and stuff like that. At this point, we have, I don't know how many people are watching right now, but let it continue. I am very excited about this. Before we get into that, I want to bring in a thing we haven't done in a while, Alex.
What?
Here on Horror Files, and that is the Scream meme. Okay, what's a Scream meme? A Scream meme is when you get a meme from online that is related to horror in some way. Okay, and here is the one I want to. Jimmy's already saying it. The files. Jimmy's already saying it. And this is the meme, the Scream meme I want to put. This is this episode's Scream meme, man. That is Damien saying, when I see Christmas decorations at the store and it's not even October. Now,
okay,
let's think about. It's not the funniest thing, but it does bring perspective on who that is. That being happy about it. So
that's true.
That right there. So there he is. There's Damien, not happy about Christmas coming. But D, can I? Peaceful G is here. Say hi to Peaceful G, everybody.
Hi.
Peaceful G is very, very special to me. So love her, please. So here's my question. D, since you're our guest, I'd like to ask you a couple of things. When did you get into horror in general? Because I know you like horror movies too, right?
Yes.
So tell me how you did it.
I think I was about like 5 years old, and I wanted to watch A Nightmare on Elm Street. And my mother said no, and I snuck behind her back and I watched it. And I couldn't sleep for like weeks. I was sleeping on my couch because of that.
It freaked you out that much, huh?
It freaked me out that much. And so then when my mom found out, I got my ass whooped. And
Mira, ¿qué tú estás haciendo?
yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
But ever since then, I just been in love with horror movies.
So like I there's the Jason, the Freddy, there's all the icons.
Yes.
Of horror, that's definitely something to enjoy. We all have enjoyed it to varying degrees. I know I sure have. Alex,
yeah,
you like your horror too, right?
I'm not big on horror. I know
you're not big on horror, but
I watch it because my wife is a big horror person. She's bigger than me, but I'm slowly enjoying it. The more I watch it, the more desensitized I am to it. Like before, I was more freaked out watching a lot of demonic movies, but now that I'm watching a lot of these things now, I'm more desensitized. I'm like, okay, whatever. But once it says based on a true story, then I'm like, oh,
that's when you start freaking out.
Yeah, that's when I'm freaking out. Like, oh my god. But other than that, no. The question I got for you, D, is what is your favorite genre of horror? Do you have a preference, like whether it's vampires, zombies, slasher?
I like the slasher.
You like slashers?
Yeah, okay. I'm not a fan of like The Exorcist, anything like that. It scares me.
Oh, demonic. So demonic.
Demonic, yes.
Gotcha. Yeah,
that's my favorite.
See, that's your favorite, but everybody else's don't like that stuff. Like, it's just one of those things. A lot of people. Jimmy hates demonics. Like, he doesn't even watch it.
The demonics.
Yeah, like anything like Conjuring that's like based on truth, like someone's soul is like getting getting possessed by whatever. Like
yeah.
We don't like that shit. It's just, but other stuff, like stuff that's fake, people go, all right, cool. I mean, slashers are not fake because that could really happen, but in a sense, it's still fiction in some way, in that way. But
I totally get that.
Yeah.
I like the slashers. I'm into the demonic, demon possession, hauntings, supernatural flicks. I'm into space horror like Alien, right?
Sci-fi,
stuff like that. Sci-fi horror. Those are the kinds of movies I like and stuff like that. But one definite subgenre of horror has to do with zombies, and that's what Michael Jackson's Thriller was centered on. Zombies, right? Like we have, who started the whole zombie thing, who really got it up and rolling? George A. Romero with his 1968 release of Night of the Living Dead, followed by the Dawn of the Dead in 1979. And then, just kept on going from there. And then you have all these other kind of zombie movies and TV shows that have come on ever since. But something about Michael Jackson's Thriller took the concept of the zombie and put it to a different level, a level nobody ever saw before until that video came out.
Well, I mean, in the sense, yes, Michael Jackson, but you also got to give credit to John Landis because he's the director and he came up with the ideas with everybody else around it. Like Michael Jackson, yes, because he's a big horror fan and he always said he was a horror guy.
Yeah.
But there was other people around that came up with the idea also. It's not like, I mean, yes, we are going to glorify Michael Jackson because it's his song and he is dancing with the zombies and everything. But John Landis did have a big thing in this too, and his wife, because she made the iconic jacket, the red jacket, all ripped up and everything.
His wife made that jacket.
His wife was she was the costume design for the entire thing, and that's what I'm saying. Like when you peel back the layers of this Michael Jackson Thriller, there's a lot of iconic people in the horror business that was attached to this. You got Rick Baker as the makeup artist, which is famous for the Nutty Professor, the Werewolf in London movie,
which John Landis also directed.
Yeah, so again, we're gonna glorify Michael because it is his song. But I'm just saying, I like to give kudos to everybody because this is a big, it's a big production in terms of like in movies is a big production and yeah. So I'm sorry. Did I?
No. It's good that you brought that information.
Yeah.
What I like to find out from you is that you're a lifelong Michael Jackson fan, right?
I am since I was 2.
And I've been a fan of and I can relate because I'm a big fan of Phil Collins, Genesis, U2. I'm a big proponent of the progressive rock and new wave rock subgenres and stuff like that. And I follow these certain artists very closely and very devotionally, if I can say it like that. So I totally can relate what So when did you first encounter Michael Jackson? When did you first encounter the King of Pop?
I was 2 years old. I was playing in the living room Barbies with my friend, and my mom used to play MTV. So she was playing like the top 100 countdown, and Beat It came on. And then once Beat It came on, I stopped playing with the Barbies and I just stared at the TV like mesmerized. So I asked my mom, like, who's that? And she called them Michelle Jackson only because she has an accent. She's Spanish. She doesn't really talk English that well.
Oh, okay.
So she's like, oh,
I
can
relate.
Jackson. Yeah.
I can relate. Yeah.
Michelle Jackson. That's Michelle Jackson.
Yeah, my parents always named artists, not their name, but I already know who they are. Yeah. Like my dad used to call Arnold Schwarzenegger or whatever. He used to call him Arnold Nalga Suave. And I was like, what?
What?
Yeah, I was like, okay. I know
who
you're
talking about. Pissed off Arnold.
Yeah.
Like, don't talk to me like that.
But I totally get that. I totally understand that.
Oh, man. Nate is here. Say hi. Nate is here.
Hey, Nate.
Nate, which is Alex's partner in crime in Geeks and Flix. Check out their channel and consider subscribing to their channel when they come on to do their thing. So then after that, you started like, did you go buy the record? Did you buy the Thriller album?
To be honest, my first album that I bought was Bad.
Oh,
it wasn't Thriller. And then from there, I started buying Off the Wall and then Thriller, and I started building my collection.
I could relate to that because when I first started buying, like my first Genesis album was Invisible Touch, and that was back in 1988, and then I started 87, and I started like going backwards from there all the way to like the late 60s where they first started, which is kind of a cool way to become a fan of somebody, like really see where they came from and see where they're at and all that kind of stuff. I thought that was awesome. So then, all right, you said you saw Beat It, right?
On TV.
Yes.
On TV. When did you first see Michael Jackson's Thriller?
I think it was shortly after, and it scared the living hell out of me, to be honest.
Really?
So it took me a while to see the whole video. I would once he turned into the werewolf, I would just book it out the living room.
Oh yeah, that was creepy. It was like, get away, like that real quick. That was a good shot. Yeah.
Yes.
It was definitely freaky. I remember when I first saw it at my friend Victor's house. Victor, the co-founder of this channel. He was like, Ralph, you got to see this video. And I was like, oh, okay. And we he showed me the video and I was like, oh, snap, this is Michael Jackson in a different I didn't expect this, but then the music came on, and it's like it became a thing for me personally. Like my sister had the Thriller album, right? My younger sister, but I would like take it and listen to it myself and listen to the songs, but I usually listened mostly to Thriller. That was the one that got to me the most because I loved every bit of it, like Vincent Price's voice.
Yes.
Vincent Price, man. You couldn't get any better than that to have Vincent Price involved in that, the legendary Vincent Price. So, yeah, we got all that going on. So the production, like Alex was talking about, costed a lot to do, obviously. And then you had, what his wife did, designing the jacket and the makeup effects for the zombies and stuff like that. I love seeing the zombies dancing with Michael. I like what they did to Michael's face for the zombie getup and everything like that. It was weird though because it kind of like transitioned from the werewolf thing to the zombie thing, right? And then back to the werewolf thing because at the very end of the video, he's like, "What's the problem?" Remember that when the girl was like screaming, and then he's like, "Come on, let me take you home." And then they're walking around, and then he turns around and you see the eyes. The werewolf eyes,
the cat eyes,
werewolf, the cat eyes.
Well, the thing is like it was they went to see a movie, and Michael was in the movie also. So it was like it's a weird video because they're watching a movie of himself being. I guess it's more of a poetic if you think because he's like an entertainer at the same time. So it's like he's seeing himself in the movie, and then he becomes dead, and then he starts dancing with the dead. It's kind of weird at the same time, but. Again, it's a 13-minute video. I think it was 13 or 15-minute video.
About 13, right?
Yeah, it was 13-ish around there.
Yeah, around there.
It's funny because this video, for me, is where it sparked my love and hate for horror, right? Like, and I agree with her. This scared the shit out of me as a kid. But then it made me in love with filming. Like, I love filming because of it. But I hated the horror because it always freaked me out. And I never made it. Like I made it past the cat stuff. I never made it once the dead started to rise. When it was like, oh, creepy ghouls from everything. I was like, oh, hell no. My dad is laughing. He was like, oh my, you're such a girl. I'm like, dude. Like, I mean, I was a kid. I used to cry and stuff. They used to give me milk because my heart was going off the rails, high heart rate. So other than that, like it traumatized everyone because it was all prosthetics. It's not CGI. I mean, if you do it now, I bet it would be CGI galore in these movies videos. So it's more practical. But it looks way more realistic at the same time. Arms falling off when they were breakdancing.
Yeah, I remember the arm falling off.
Yeah, it was cool at the same time. You were just like, wow. But yeah.
Well, D, I know that you collect a lot of Michael Jackson paraphernalia and all these items and stuff like that. I do. And do you have any from Thriller specifically even that you have?
I do have a couple. I collect a lot of stuff of his, but
she goes, I have Michael Jackson's head and it's like a big cat.
Oh, do that again.
I'll try to go slow.
It's Michael. Then and
then he turns into a zombie and he turns back to Michael again. That is crazy.
Is that a book?
It's a book based on like the Michael Jackson's Thriller, and it gives you a lot of behind the scenes information and pictures.
Oh,
that is
what the hell did he use the sledgehammer? That would be
what's
awesome.
up with the sledgehammer?
It's like promotional shots and them goofing around. I bet.
Can't really like.
Yeah. Let me see. Wow! Look, they're doing the makeup on them and stuff like that. That is something else.
So this I actually bought at Barnes and Nobles at the time when it first came out.
Oh, what? Oh, that's great.
That's cool.
That is very nice. Very, very cool. Barnes and Noble, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you can find these.
No, I think that's rare. What's the name of the book?
Probably eBay.
What's the name of the book?
What's the name of the book?
It's called Michael Jackson's The Making of Thriller.
The Making of Thriller. Okay.
Right, let me look it up.
Very good. Very good. Alex is looking it up so we can do what? Put it into files. I'm going to put it into files, Alex. Alex, we're going to put it into files.
Well, it's not bad. Right now, it's going for well, it's signed. This one has a sign by Douglas Kirtland. I guess he's the one who did the book or something. That's $250.
Damn.
But it's going for
yeah.
Well, that one's autographed. I don't know if that one's autographed, but it's going for $50.
Wow.
That book is going for $50. If you want to use making of Michael Jackson video, VHS is going for $300.
Dang.
But that's Betamax. If you want the Betamax version.
Betamax.
Yeah.
God, I remember those.
I got the Ghostbusters Betamax over there.
MN says, put that in the files.
Put it in the files. But yeah, so all right.
Frankie's here. Hi, Frankie.
Hey, Frankie. How you doing?
All right.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty cool book. Do you have any other thing? I mean, because I see from your behind, I see you have a lot of I see you got the Smooth Criminal, Off the Wall album, Pop, a lot of Smooth Criminals, right?
I'm a big Bad Era fan, so that's why I have more like Smooth Criminal. But I just got this in the mail.
Oh,
nice.
What?
I believe it's from the UK. I got it on Amazon, and it's like their version of Funko Pop. So it's called Minutes.
Oh,
Minix.
Minix. Okay, I'm not familiar with that. Okay, that looks great. Okay, so what else do you have?
I just have so many. I bought this, but this was about 10 years ago. I think around when he passed away, like 15 years ago.
That's dope. Is that autographed?
Is that a
signature? It's a doll. I got it at Newberry Comics a while back.
Oh, okay. So I see Michael Jackson's autograph, like on it.
Is that? But
on that's fake.
Yeah, it's like Barbie, like Barbie's.
It's like a Barbie.
Oh, okay. That looks amazing.
That
looks amazing. What else you got?
So that's the microphone from I believe it came out in 1983. So this I got
when he performed Billie Jean in the MTV Awards or something.
I'm not sure. It's a toy that came out in 1983.
Oh, that's cool.
That is.
So I got it at MJ Market. So MJ Market is an overseas UK. I think they have a USA too website, and you can order like rare collectibles through them. So.
Do you sound like Michael when you talk to them? Like, hey guys.
That would be cool,
right?
I'm afraid to take it out.
This is it. Jermaine, stop teasing.
Oh my God, Tito died. Not too long
the older
ago,
brother. I think so.
He did, yes, he did.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. That was like.
I mean, he is the oldest.
Now it's Anyway, you got anything else, D, about I
that's a hot topic.
No, look at that. Look at the jacket.
That's the jacket he wears?
That's the jacket he wears. Well, look what it says in the back, though. Michael Jackson's Thriller. That is so awesome.
That's cool.
And you could wear that on a cool day, right? Like you can literally wear that. That is so amazing.
You go to McDonald's with that, you might get a discount.
Someone thought that this was from McDonald's.
Yeah, it looked like McDonald's colors, like the Ronald McDonald
jacket. I'm like, it says Michael Jackson's.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan colors, yellow and red. Like, hey, brother, no, but yeah, that's amazing. Wait, MN, who is the Goth Rican vegan, my horror pal gal from here in the Bronx, Madi, has a comment here, a question. Ooh, Deed, you have a new BFF, and her name is Ezzy. She is obsessed with MJ. Who's Ezzy?
Awesome.
I don't know who Ezzy is.
I don't know.
And Frank is saying, I used to have that.
He said the microphone. The microphone.
Oh, the microphone. He's talking about the microphone.
Yeah, he used to have that mic.
Oh, okay.
You want to dance with me all night.
Yeah, no, that's a hot song, though.
It's a great song. Now, all right, so let's back to Thriller, right? The video. Do you think Michael Jackson's Thriller opened up the gates in terms of what videos could be now? Well, I mean, because videos now it's not what it used to be, because now it's just dead. I haven't seen a video in God knows when. But do you think Michael Jackson with the Thriller, because then we know Smooth Criminal is another big.
That was another big one.
I think that's. I mean, Thriller is the number one, but I think for a lot of people, Smooth Criminal is their number. Like for me, I would pick Smooth Criminal as my number one, as over Thriller. I mean, because
why?
Well, first of all, it's just a dope video. Like he goes into a club, he flips a coin, and goes into a jukebox, and then he starts to dance with everyone, and it's just one of those. It's just I don't know. It's just one of those things iconic. Like he spins on the table, and then the entire arena, like not the arena, but the entire club starts to dance exactly like him. Like that is the highlight of that video. Like that ending, and then he grabs the machine gun and he's shooting everyone at the end. Like he's shooting the thing, like and he runs out.
No, my favorite part is this joint when he be doing this joint.
The lean, yeah, that lean is.
Chair, excuse me.
Well, she has the pop of the lean in the corner.
I do somewhere back there.
Let me see it. Let's see it. Bring it up.
You can see it from right here, Ralph.
I can.
Yeah, it's the second shelf to the right.
All right, hold up.
She has it
I
all
have
the way.
one boxed in, but this one's open.
See, that's the famous.
I look at the lean. The lean. I love the lean.
So there's similarities too between both videos, because a lot of people don't realize that when he goes into the 30 club, that those are actually ghosts from the 1930s that he's dancing with. So he has a fascination with like ghosts and paranormal.
Afterlife.
So.
You know what I heard about Thriller though?
I like that.
Now that you bring up ghosts, there was Thriller had a little bit of controversy tied to it because Michael Jackson at the time, was supposedly a Jehovah's Witness, right?
Yes.
And and so the Watchtower Society, which is the organization that runs all the Jehovah's Witnesses things worldwide, had issued a statement or had a problem with this video, to the point that Michael Jackson, if you watch the video, even to this day, you see like a disclaimer at the very beginning of the video where he talks, it's a quote from Michael Jackson saying that this doesn't mean I'm involved with the occult or anything like that. Like he felt he had to put that out there, I guess, to appease the Jehovah's Witnesses. Is that true?
That is true.
Okay.
He did get kicked out of the Jehovah's Witness because of the videos and the dancing and him grabbing his crotch all the time, so that they actually like kicked him out.
They excommunicated him.
Yes.
That's the
he was okay with it.
He was okay.
Oh yeah, it's not like it's gonna hurt him. I mean, yeah, that's crazy.
It's all right. I mean, it's difficult. When you reach a certain level of fame and stuff like that, and there's certain kind and the truth is, like you said, he liked that stuff anyway.
Like what?
And people have asked me the same thing, like, Ralph, how can you, like, you're a Catholic and you really believe in your Catholic, you're really into your faith and all that. How do you reconcile this with your love for horror and stuff like that? And I'd be like, it's easy. I enjoy it. It's just stories. In the same way there's stories about anything else, like Star Wars or or dramas on TV and stuff like that. I look at it from that lens. It doesn't affect me. It's not like I watch The Exorcist and I'm all of a sudden zapped and I'm demon possessed. That's not how that works in reality. And a lot of people, some people.
Well, I mean, but that goes down through. I mean, that's generational stuff.
It can be. Yeah, it is generational.
Because, I mean, wasn't the 80s when people were fighting against rap and 80s rock?
Well, that's when the what's it called? That label they put on albums, parent advisory, the black and white label. That's when that first started coming. Marty's like, boom, you tell him, Ralph. Yeah, that's right. I'm come on, man.
I mean, but what I'm saying is that it's been going through generations, that type of heat between whether it's artists against parents or artists against church and religion. It's always going to be there. So, like, if Michael Jackson put a thing in the beginning of the video going, this is not who reflects me and BS and blah, 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 and he still gets kicked out at the end of the day. I mean, you can't take away someone's belief, but I guess it is what it is.
By them and I pretty much am quite certain that even though they might have excommunicated him, it didn't mean he stopped believing any less.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, come on. Like, you can take somebody out of the organization, but you cannot take the belief out of a person. That's up to the person themselves.
That is true.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
he was always praying and always talking about God. So
that's what I'm saying. And then at the end, they always, when they win an award, it's like, I thank God for this and that. It's not like he's like, well, Jehovah's Witness, screw you, Jehovah's Witness. I want me a Grammy. Take that. Shimon.
That's wrong.
That's not wrong.
Oh my God.
I think that's why he said, Annie, are you okay?
You're crazy.
Oh my God. No, but no,
Frank,
let's talk, what Frankie said.
Frankie said he was the first to introduce black artist music videos on MTV, especially when David Bowie made a comment about lack of black artists on MTV.
Oh yeah, David Bowie was very well. I mean, he was married to a black lady. Let's be honest, his wife.
David Bowie was the man.
Yeah, I loved him. I'm not a big David Bowie fan in terms of like an artist, but I loved the person.
Yeah,
like he was never he just went against the grain.
Right.
Like, why do you have I remember that because he was sitting on the couch with that guy and they talked about it. And he was like, well, there's other black artists that are way better and you guys should look at them. And I was like, you know what, my man David Bowie, like, go ahead. That's how you got to do it. But no, in terms of Michael Jackson Thriller, I mean, there's nothing you could do. I mean, that, first of all, that bass line, let me tell you, when you hear that bass line, tell me you don't want to do it. No. The part when they're galloping, they're walking together, and they pass the cemetery, and next thing you know, it's just the instrumental. The boom, boom, bat, boom, boom, bat, boom, boom. Once you hear it, it's like you just go off. Oh, right?
Like it was on Communist.
Yeah,
there it is.
Like, oh!
And then you do this joint.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
I love
when
that
they start coming out.
I love it.
Is when they coming out.
No, don't do that.
But no, that's when they start coming out. But what I'm saying is like the song is just so iconic. Like it just, any part you listen to, you just stay there listening to it. Mm-hmm. You're like, it doesn't matter. And like you said, Vincent Price lent his voice, saying that thing. And there was a clip that someone had that he was on the Joan Rivers show. I think it was Joan Rivers show when she had a talk show a long time ago. And she asked him, and he's mad old. She asked him, "Can you repeat what you said?" And she gave him the teleprompt, and he read what he said, and he sounded exactly like the record. I was like, "This thing was awesome." And,
did he laugh at the end? Like,
yeah, he's like, and then you see the whole thing turn all like, he like creepy grooves from every tune.
Oh my God, I want to find that on YouTube.
Yeah, just put like Vincent Price, Joan Rivers. Yeah, and then she'll say, you're famous for this, and then he started laughing. He said he meant Michael and blah blah blah, and then she said, can you do it again? And he goes, sure, where is it? And then they put the teleprompt, he moved over, and then he read right into the camera, and it sounded dope, and you hear the music in the background. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, you see that those are and that's what leaves a mark, and that's what a video like this has done, leaving the mark, not only in the music thing, but also in the horror genre as well, because people who are horror fans are very familiar with this music video as well. I ended up loving horror too around the same time this record came out. Victor was kind of showing me how, because I used to be scared too of horror movies as a kid. But then when I was hanging out with Vic, he would show me, did they use these makeups, they use these prosthetics, this how they shoot this is how they do that, and I got mesmerized, and like I got so into it that now there's no turning back. That's why this channel exists. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very wonderful thing. Frank is saying Thriller narrated by Egghead Classic. Egghead! That's right, Frank played Egghead in Batman.
Yeah.
He was Egghead.
Yeah.
What kind of a villain was Egghead?
Just quirky villains. This is okay.
It was an Egghead.
By a famous guy.
Yeah.
But it's so genius. And I don't know, dude, I guess you go to Halloween parties. I mean, everyone goes to Halloween parties. But when you go to Halloween, how genius is it that this guy created a song that is endless because it's Halloween?
Right.
Yes.
You get to play it.
And when they're Halloween now, it's Halloween season.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is like the genius of that he created a theme song that is just goes on endless time, royalties up the wazoo because everyone dances it. Six Flags Great Adventures does a show on it.
They do. That's right. To this day, they still celebrate. To this day, 41 years later after its release, they still celebrate that song. They celebrate. And when they do that, they celebrate the horror genre. They celebrate the legend that Michael Jackson still is, because death does not end that. doesn't, right? So these are wonderful. These are great things to enjoy and stuff like that. So yeah, I wow, and now we got all of this information about Thriller. And now that we got it all, indeed, thank you so much for sharing with us all of that information. I'm gonna, what I'm gonna do, right, Alex?
I don't know. What are you gonna do, Ralph?
Are you looking at the dang screen, Alex? What are you looking down at?
I'm doing research while you're doing.
Well, look at the screen so you can see what I'm about to do.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna put it into files.
You're gonna put it in.
I'm gonna put it into files right here in the files.
Mm.
That's right, on the horror files. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here and stuff like that. I thank you guys for.
Well, let's ask her some stuff.
Go ahead. You have more questions? I can't think of any more.
I got some questions for her. She's a Michael Jackson person. Let's
all right.
Michael Jackson.
Talk more Michael Jackson.
All right. So Thriller, right?
Thank you, Alex.
Yes.
So I have here some fun facts about Thriller, and you'll say yes, no, and what you think about it. So, how much money did you think the video made? I mean, in terms of production, how much you thought the video cost to make?
I think it was like $500K. I think it was $500K.
Yeah, $500,000. Yes, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. And the budget went from here. So she got it right? So it says the most expensive video ever made. CBS Records wouldn't pay the third video from Thriller. Stupid ads. MTV had a policy of never paying for the clips. Michael Jackson and John Landis funded their budget by getting MTV and Showtime to pay $250,000 each for the rights to show 45 minutes of the making of the Thriller. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes.
By the way, while we're going through this, people in the chat, feel free to ask questions. Actually, Tony Movie Chap has a question here.
Go ahead.
Question: are you looking forward to the Michael Jackson biopic next year? There's apparently a biopic coming out next year.
Going opening night.
You're going to be there opening night?
I'm going opening night. Yes.
Nice. Awesome.
I will be there.
Awesome.
I don't know. I have beef with biopics.
What?
Which way are they going to go with it? Is it going to be the glorifying of, because again, everyone has skeletons in a closet. So it's like, where are they going to go with Hollywood with this? Right. Cause like with Freddie Mercury, we got the Queen one. Right. And it was just like, were they going to tap into his personal life or was it going to tap into the band life? Right. Of the Queen. And I felt like, did it really do justice for the Queen with the Bohemian Rhapsody? I don't know. But like, I felt like they were just jumping around just to their famous points and not their lows. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like with Michael, are they gonna go into his lows or is it gonna go just straight to his highest points and then end it and then they go, well, Michael Jackson died in 2000 and blah blah blah. You know how at the end when it's all typed out and then they show like his casket with his family around. Like, are they gonna go that route? Either way, I will see it because I think his cousin or nephew or whoever is playing him, doing the dancing and singing.
The relative is playing him.
Yeah, it's Michael's. I think his nephew or something like that is playing Michael Jackson. Let's see where it goes. I'm interested because we already know the music is all going to be great. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be all his stuff. So that would be awesome.
Marty has a question.
Did you see?
Did you see the Broadway show, D? The Broadway
I did.
show.
I went twice.
Oh,
so I saw it in New York the first time, and then when they came to Boston, I saw it again.
All right, because you're situated in the Boston area, more or less, right? Okay.
I went to the one in Boston, and then I went to the one in New York, though.
Which one was better?
New York.
Come on,
New York was definitely
better. Boston. What is it? The city of lights. Come on. Shimon.
Lullaby of Broadway. Yeah, absolutely.
No, but my thing is, what did you enjoy about because I wanted to see it, but I don't know. But what did you enjoy about the Broadway play? What was the parts about?
Yeah.
So the main thing I liked was that it was based on the Dangerous era, but I did not know how much he sacrificed for him to give us like a good show. So it was based on a Dangerous tour.
Okay. So it's like does he do like Beat It, Smooth Criminal?
He does.
Or just okay.
he does all the popular songs, but it also like touch base on like what he went through to give us the Dangerous tour. He had to mortgage like his Neverland Ranch and to come up with the money for him to do like all the stuff he did for the tour. So, and he was on painkillers and he was taking medication and stuff like that to keep himself going, so he could give us the best show. So that's what I liked a lot about it.
It's crazy because it's kind of eerie to Tom Petty, like Michael Jackson's paintaking. Because Tom Petty had really serious back problems, and he died because he overdosed on painkillers because he took too much. So it's like, it's very interesting how musicians take narcotics to be on stage to entertain people, right? Prince took narcotics just because he got addicted to it. I mean, he didn't need it. I don't think he did, but he just took it so much that his heart just gave out. So it was just like, it's just crazy with that. All right, D. What was the working title name for Thriller?
What do you mean by the working title?
Like, what was the before it was named Thriller? Yeah. What was the working title? What was Michael going? Hey,
it was, I believe it was Starlight.
Yes, this girl.
I'm telling you, she knows her stuff.
Love it. Love it.
Here's a question that Mari has. Do you believe MJ used a different voice that we know than his well-known voice?
Yes. So his voice is really deep. There is a song.
Wait. What?
His voice is deep in real life. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people said that. He was like, "Yo, what's up, man?" No, but there was some people the private jets, like people with private jets, said that they heard him talk to somebody that it's a normal. He sounds like a normal black guy, but then when he's in front of everybody, he switches it to Michael. Hey, guy.
There's a song called 2000 Watts that he sings, and he sings with his actual real voice, which is deep.
I would like to hear that song.
2000 watts.
Not deep.
How does it sound? Does it sound good?
It's okay. I'm not used to it. Something to get used to, but it's not a bad song.
Because you're used to the high pitch.
I'm used to the high pitch.
Yeah, like
one high pitch mic.
Yeah, I mean, there was an award ceremony that he slipped up, taking like acceptance speech, and he went back and switched it quick.
Yeah,
he was like, "I would like to."
He went,
hey, come on.
Wow.
But yeah, no, that's a pretty good one. All right, here we go. This is a good one. Who was the choreographer, the dancing guy that taught them how to dance the zombie dance for Thriller?
Michael Peters.
Yes. Which Michael did Peters. What video?
Like, what do you mean, like, besides Thriller?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I can answer that.
You got me on that one. I don't know.
Beat it.
Beat it. Yeah, that's right. And he's in the bit. Wait. I know something. Something.
What you got?
That guy who was the choreographer in Thriller and Beat It. He was in Beat It. He was the guy in the white jacket.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, he was in the video.
I know my stuff too. Shoot. Guess what I'm gonna do?
You gonna put it in the files?
I'm gonna put it in the files. Right. Freaking angry.
Well, Vincent Price didn't want to. Well, it says here that Vincent Price didn't want to talk during the Thriller thing. He wanted to rap.
Oh, I didn't
know
that.
That's why it sounds like a rap. He wanted to rap.
Vincent Price wanted to rap.
Yeah, they had him read it, and he said no. He wanted to have it to go with the song, so he didn't. So it didn't rap. I mean,
read it.
No. But if you really listen to him, he does sound a little bit like he's rapping the narrating part.
Really? I never picked it up like that, but okay.
Grizzly groom from every tune. Something to seal your doom. That's kind of rapping. He's like every other word.
Kind of rhyming, but
it's rap. He's not reading it going every room between the tune.
Well, that means William Shakespeare rap too.
Well, he could be the originator. Could be. How many weeks did it spend in the Billboard's 200?
I don't know.
I know. I just guessing with you. 122 weeks.
Wow.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot.
122 weeks.
122 weeks. Thriller was up there. Yeah.
Wow.
How many albums did it sell? The least? You want to give me the least?
How many copies?
The least copies?
Yeah, least. I'll say millions. And just give me a number. It's millions, but give me a number.
I sometimes see that it's 60 million. Other times I see that it's 1 billion.
Well,
so I'm not
okay,
sure. Like
the billion is the highest, but it made 65 million units is the least.
Okay, I was close.
The most.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, the most, but that's not even counting bootlegs and stuff because they're saying is like it was the most bootleg stuff. But the highest is 1.2 billion.
And counting.
This dude, I don't know how he was. I don't know how he had to mortgage his house because he had a lot of money. This dude.
Well,
he had a zoo.
He
had a zoo.
Yeah.
Forget the house.
He brought stupid shit like mummy tombs from like Egypt and had it like in his garage for damn no reason. But yeah, I mean, it has some. 130,000 copies was the first year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that thing went diamond. I mean, ugh. But yeah, I mean, all right. I'll ask this before we go. How long did you think it stood on TV? Thriller. On December 2nd, 1983, when it premiered.
Like how long did it played?
Yeah, how long did it play on MTV?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I generally don't know.
No, it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. 367 days later.
So a year.
So they played it every day straight.
Everyone loved this so much. They just kept rolling.
I never saw it on U68. Remember U68, Alex? Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
Because man. Those of you who remembers U68 out there, mention it in the chat.
Well, how much do you think Vincent Price got paid for Thriller?
$20K.
No.
He did
really?
it?
No.
$20K.
It says horror legend Vincent Price was only paid $1,000 for voicing the iconic intro to Thriller.
$1,000.
I thought it was $20K that he took.
I don't know. Maybe this guy is full of crap. Let me see.
I don't know. That Vincent Price, 1,000. He's worth more than that.
I mean, he's worth more than that. But remember, at the time, it's not. I bet he was just like Michael Jackson. Whatever.
Peaceful G says, "I do." You see, somebody remembers U68. That was a music video channel they used to have on the U channel, on the TV, on the U. That other dial with all the bigger numbers that nobody ever looked at unless you wanted to watch a novella.
Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Well, D was right. It was $20K. It was $20K. Okay. She was right.
It was $20K.
She was right. She was right. But if I was Vincent Price, I would kick myself in the ass. And this is why. Vincent Price agreed to do the voice work on Michael Jackson's Thriller. He was given a choice between taking a percentage of the album's proceeds or taking a flat fee of $20,000, and he took $20,000 instead of the royalties. That is the dumbest move. I mean, he is a legend, and he's a godfather of a legend. But we got to say that is a dumb move. Now I'm reading this, he could have been making money. I mean, wow. Think about that, dude.
He didn't think it was going to be as big as it was, so that's why he just took $20K.
Yeah, and it's crazy because he's not the only person. Eddie Van Halen did the solo to Beat It and never got paid because he said he doesn't care.
Right. Never got paid.
So, and he's the most iconic guitar solo known to man, and he didn't even know how to play it anyway because he said he doesn't even remember it. He just went in. Did
he probably do it off the cuff? You think?
Yes. You never seen the story of that? Michael Jackson called him, and he said that he was not going to do the project because back then Van Halen had this thing: if they do other projects, they have to call each other. So none of the band members were around to pick up the phone. So he said, they ain't gonna know that's me on the album. Okay. So he went in, and when he heard the original Beat It, the bridge, he said, oh, this is not good. And he rearranged the entire thing. Okay. And then when Michael came in, he told Michael, I redid the whole thing. And he was like, it's okay. Do your white person thing. So at the end of the day, it's just genius. Because if you really think about it, if he caught again another royalty for the album, I mean, Eddie Van Halen would have been so much getting paid, but he doesn't even remember it. I remember they did an interview with him when he talked about that story. He said he doesn't even remember the how to play it. At the end of the day. So he just went in there, shoot the shit, because it was Michael Jackson and he did it. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's all cool stuff. You know,
the truth is, I mean, obviously we're going beyond Thriller and talking about all the other stuff that was done, all the other things he did, as we definitely celebrate all that without a doubt, stuff like that. So, before we end, if anybody else has any other questions, if not, actually, Tony Movie Chat said this: Michael Jackson made a hilarious cameo in Scary Movie 3. Is that true?
I don't think it was him. I don't think it was him. I think it was someone playing.
I think I remember watching Scary Movie 3, and I said to myself, "That's not that was just somebody pretending to be Michael." I think it was
Edward Moss.
Who?
Edward Moss, I think his name is.
Oh, okay.
That's the one that's the guy.
Yeah, like I was like, because I saw Scary Movie 3, I enjoyed it, and that's not something I remember specifically really being Michael Jackson, But
But you have so much. Well, you have the crazy thing is, right? You have right. You have Thriller. Well, look at the album though. You have what? Thriller. You have Beat It. What was the other? Billie Jean.
Billie Jean.
Right, and there was some other ones that were hits
from
that album.
Oh, you want to be started something, right? The Mama Say, Mama Sa, the Makusa.
Yep.
Right? You have that one. But if you think about it, he has so much hits there. And then the next album is where it has Bad, Smooth Criminal. I think Smooth Criminal was in that one.
I like the what was that song?
Which one? Light, bright. Yeah.
No. Wait. What? No, the one in Bad.
Which one?
The Way You Make Me Feel.
The Way You Make Me Feel. I think that's in that. No, isn't it?
That's in Bad.
Is in that one? It is it? Yeah,
it's in Bad. It's in Bad. I remember.
Dangerous has the black and white, right? Doesn't matter if you're black or white. Or is that another one? That's that one, right? And then that has the one Eddie Murphy. Remember the time
with Eddie Murphy
when you fell in love. I'm not gonna lie. That is the best. I think that's the best when he looked the best. I think it was that album where he had the long hair, and I was like, wow, he looks pretty healthy at that time. I don't remember the other hits after that album. Because then it was like the double albums history, right? That came down. Yeah. They had another one a good song in that one too. What happened? Frankie?
No, Frank has a question. What do you think of the music video Ghost? Also, he made a cameo in Men in Black.
Ghost is a really underrated video.
It is.
Very underrated. I don't know if you've ever seen it, Ralph.
I don't remember.
It's a very underrated. I'll let D talk about it, but it's a very underrated video because it's not as a popular song like as a Thriller or Smooth Criminal. Right. But if you really look at the way the video was shot and he did it, he tried to do it as that, but with newer technology because he was going on tour, so all that stuff was going to come out. But I'll let D talk about it. But it's a very underrated video. You should check it out.
I think it's a story based by Stephen King too.
Yeah,
I think Stephen King helped. With Michael Jackson's Ghost, and I believe the director was Stan Winston. I think his name is.
Okay.
I believe that's his name.
Alex is putting it up so we could put it in the files. I dropped something.
Michael Jackson Ghost. Yes, Stan Winston directed. The budget was $15 million to make.
Look at that.
It's a very good video, and he dances with like a CGI of himself or whatever. But it was like really bizarre video. Like it's very good. And the thing is, before he died, I mean, would you go to the concert before he died? This Is It? Would have went?
I was going to go, and then he passed away.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean.
Did you ever see him live?
I've never got a chance to. No, we couldn't afford it growing up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you got to wait till they're like 80, so you could go. Yeah, I'm gonna go see Michael. It's not prime Michael, but at least we get to see him sing the song. But I was gonna do the same thing. I was gonna go see, like, if he would have went to like Madison Square Garden or whatever. I was gonna buy a ticket. I didn't care how much it was. I just wanted to see him on stage, hee-heeing and shamoning everybody. And I was like,
Alex loves Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I love it.
That's why he's going off on all this right
now. Okay.
That's why he had all this stuff more to say than I had a list of questions too. I kind of went through them and then.
Well, you're the one who texted me and said have some stuff. So I was like, okay.
No, do it. Yeah,
no, but what I'm saying is like I feel like if he didn't die, I think he would have had a hell of a send-off because the technology that he was going to put on stage would have had people like going, what the hell? Like he was shooting videos just so people could put 3D glasses. So you could be like, you feel like you're immersed in his dance steps.
Yeah.
So like, I felt like he musically genius. I mean, and did you ever seen the documentary, Ralph, of him making the This Is It before he died?
I think I saw some of it.
Oh, you got to see when
I didn't see all of it.
Oh, you got to see when he takes the musicians and they're trying to play some of his old, like the old album stuff, and he tells them to stop and to go back to play it exactly like the original album because that's how he wanted it. Yeah, and he's there, he's going he, and he's doing all the weird dancing. But I was like, it's all right, it's cool, but it's very like you could see his mind tick. Like at the same time, like he wanted it precisely how people listen to it in the album. He wanted that to shine. So, I mean, at the end of the day, musical genius, yes. Personal life, I'm not gonna throw that into it because that has nothing to do with me.
That holds no relevance to the mark he left in the entertainment industry.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Like he left a big thing, and I think they called Harry Styles. They called him now the king of pop, and I was like, no. You can't give this guy the king of pop.
You can't replace that.
Yeah,
there's no timeline to replace them.
Yeah. Exactly. And I told my wife, I said, first of all, if you come up to me and you tell me, name me a Henry Styles song, I'm like, I don't even know who the guy is.
Yeah, who's Henry Styles anyway?
I don't know. He's the king of pop, supposedly. I'm like, isn't it the guy you naming the king of pop someone that's really recognizable to the people in the world? Like you say king of pop, people say Michael Jackson. Yes. You say the queen of pop, isn't it Mary J. Blige? Isn't she the queen of pop? Or
I thought Madonna was.
Madonna, yeah, I was saying.
I'm sorry, she's the queen of R&B, right? Yes. I'm getting confused.
Mary J. Blige.
Yes, she's the queen of R&B, right? Okay. And then you got Aretha Franklin. Then you got other people that have these titles.
You're gonna always have different people.
Yeah, but you can't give away the king of pop. Like we already know who.
We already know. So kudos and many thank yous to Michael Jackson. Oh,
what the hell did you do,
my microphone. Do you guys hear me?
No.
Oh shoot.
Oh my God, Rob, what are you doing?
You hear me now?
No.
Oh shoot. Do you hear me now?
No. What's going on?
Now, how about now?
Nope.
Do you hear me now?
Yes.
Yo, time for me.
No,
to replace not the microphone.
No, you need a new wire.
I need a new wire.
You need a new wire.
Shut up, Alex.
No, I'm just sorry. I know people are gonna start laughing.
People G's laughing at me.
They're gonna start laughing because they knew what prank I did on you.
What prank? You didn't do it.
I'm not gonna
you played a prank on me? Wait a minute. Are you telling me that what?
We can hear you.
Screw you people, man. Damn.
No, so D, before we go,
no, you go.
You go. Is there a rendition of Michael Jackson Thriller that you enjoy from another artist that you heard?
I haven't heard of anyone really cover Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Or how about any Michael Jackson song that you were, wow, this is actually a really good
was there really cover?
There's some people
there is.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with it.
All right, I'll homework. I'll give you homework.
I just feel like I hold them in such a high standard that I don't think.
Oh, when you hear this version, you're gonna go, oh my God. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. But check out Chris Cornell. He sings Billie Jean.
Chris Cornell.
Oh yeah. You know who Chris Cornell is?
Yes.
Singer of Soundgarden.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, Chris Cornell covers Billie Jean.
I would like
and it's one of the best songs. Actually, it's the best song ever. Check this out.
I've dreamed being the one who would dance and floor around.
Nice.
Oh, it gets better.
People always told me, be careful what you do.
Oh, wow.
Breaking young girls' hearts.
Yeah. Please don't cancel my thing.
Mama
don't let them cancel me. Alex,
You're not.
who you love.
You're not. It's just giving people the taste. You're not gonna get canceled.
Yeah, because I've got traumatized from.
No, you're not gonna get canceled. Don't worry about it. You're not gonna get canceled. But it's Chris Cornell. It's Chris Cornell, Billie Jean. It is the best Michael Jackson cover.
I'll look for it and put the link, and I'll put the link below so people can check it out on the replay. Absolutely.
And when you hear it, you're gonna be like so moved because his voice is so it's just to the heavens. This guy had a beautiful voice.
Not only will I do that, I'm gonna put a link to because I'm sure the video. I'm not gonna sing it.
You're gonna sing it,
but I'm not gonna sing it. But but I'm gonna put I'm sure you can watch the whole video of Thriller here on YouTube somewhere.
Of course, you can watch Smooth Criminal. You can watch shit.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a link to the video itself down below so people can enjoy that. For those who haven't seen it, Frankie had a question. We were talking about Stephen King. Speaking of Stephen King, Ralph, did you see the Salem's Lot remake? I know Salem's Lot came out this past weekend. I have not seen it yet, Frank. I want to see it, and I will review it here on Horror and Coffee when I get a chance.
You know, I saw that movie off topic. I saw Deliverance from Evil from Netflix. No, Deliverance. It was a stupid movie. It's like a possession in a house. They moved into a house and it was like possessed. And
the Deliverance. I saw that.
Deliverance. Oh, that was so dumb.
Me and Jay Manley. You know Jay. Jay Manley and I had a conversation on it on Instagram.
You liked
it? I liked it. I think they could have done it better. It was based on true events, apparently.
I got that, but there was like a part.
It was a little, I don't know,
far-fetched.
It was a little far-fetched. Yeah,
very far-fetched.
The way they made it, but it did have its message, and the message went through. So
I got it.
It didn't have a problem delivering the message. The problem was the form the message took to get to us. Like, give me the message, but make me like the message. Really
like the message?
I like the message. I just didn't like how it was delivered.
Gotcha. D, you ever seen it?
You're going to send it to me,
I haven't seen it, no.
or you're going to send it to me all messed up on a pigeon's leg.
Well, I'll give kudos where kudos is due. It was directed and written by Daniel Childs or Charles Daniel, the author of the actual book. He did it. So I was like, I give you credit because this is your vision. You did the directing.
Yeah.
Cool. But there was one part at the end I felt like it did Michael Jackson, Mama Say, Mama Sa, Makusa, when she was on the floor doing that. I was like, oh my God. This is not, when she was speaking in tongues or whatever it was. It was like,
but I was like, come on, man. You see, that part I didn't like.
I literally thought it was going to go like, help me, Lord. Mama Say, Mama Sa, Makusa. So I was like, what is wrong with this part? But like, I was like, whatever. No, but have you ever seen any new horror movies that you like, that you enjoy?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the Terrifier. I think we're gonna go this Thursday when it comes out.
Okay.
Yes.
I am so excited to see Terrifier 3. I want to see Terrifier 3 so bad. I'm gonna definitely check it out. I'm gonna review it. Forget about it. I had a chance to even interview one of the stars from the Terrifier series, Samantha Scafidi, about a year or two ago. I think it's been 2.
I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years.
It was a year
Something
and a half. I don't remember exactly.
Well, because she said the sequel was coming out when you were interviewing.
Right. They were working on the sequel.
Part 2.
They were working on part 3.
No, part 2.
No, part 2 already happened, I think.
No. When she was talking to you, she was talking about part 2. Yet? No, it didn't come out.
I'm bugging out.
No, part 2 didn't come out yet. But have you seen Alien Romulus?
No.
Excellent. Love that.
Interesting.
Wait, Marty said there's a rumor stating he's saying, I'm going to say it one more time. I'm not going to stop.
That's not true.
Not true.
What does it say? What does it say? What does
Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mama Kusa?
There you go.
He said the lyrics.
I'm going to say it one more time. I'm not going to stop. No, that's not true. That's not what he said.
No, I think maybe before he says Mama Say, I think he's like the break when he's like, help me, something. But I don't think he says that. I think he says Mama Say, Mama Sa, Makusa. Okay. I think that's his like.
I'll believe D because she knows her stuff. She knows her stuff. So I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna I'm not second guessing that one bit. She knows what she sees. She knows her. She's got her knowledge down. Thank you. for both of you for being here for this. We're past the hour. I want to wrap it up here. Please, those of you who enjoyed this, please give this video a like if you liked it. And please consider subscribing and tap on the bell for future notifications for future horror and coffee content. Alex, plug in your show, please. Tell us about Geeks and Flix.
Oh, Geeks and Flix.
Yeah, man. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we do every 2 weeks. So we're up to horror. Now we're doing horror. So now we're going to rank the Saw franchise. That's what we're going to be doing. Now, actually,
That's the next show, the Saw franchise?
Yeah. People we got emails up the wazoo.
Wait. I've been hearing rumors that there's another franchise you guys are ranking that you're going to have a special guest.
Yeah, but I can't talk about that now. That's a special thing. No, but I can say, we're going to do the Halloween franchise right after. But we're doing the Saw franchise, so we're going to watch all 10.
For that, by the way.
Yeah, you're the guest of it.
Thank you.
On that one. You're the guest. But yeah, so we're watching all 10 Saw movies. Well, right now I got to go upstairs and watch Saw 2 because I have a lot of work to do. But we're going to be doing a live ranking show of Saw on the 13th of October. Okay. Then it starts the clock for Halloween because we got to watch 13 movies because it's all 3 timelines we're going to be doing live. But yeah, we're doing live shows, which is the ranking stuff now. Nate does his Out of the Theater reviews, which is every Friday.
Yeah, I saw his Joker one.
Yeah, his latest one is the Joker. And then my stuff is just unboxing 4K breakdowns. But other than that, don't waste your time. Don't worry, everyone tells me it was a piece of crap. I can't help you on that. But other than that, you see me here on the Horror Files. Every other stuff. But yeah.
Gonna put everything in the files. D, tell us about your what you do, because you have an Instagram thing where you show all these cool Michael Jackson paraphernalia. So how do people get the chance to follow you on Instagram?
So my Instagram is DEYES25. So it's DEYES 25.
Cool.
So that's where I post all my Michael Jackson content.
Right. And she knows her stuff. Lots of it. That stuff she got behind her there is only a snippet. Because
I know I have stuff all around the house. It looks like a museum in here.
Do you have the famous red jacket?
I don't. The only red jacket I have is the Thriller one.
You're gonna have to find the Thriller red jacket.
Oh, if you find the Thriller red jacket,
then you're a true fan.
You're
a real. Oh yeah, I mean, I bet you could get it somewhere though, like an aftermarket, like cosplay. You know what? A lot of people shit on them. People no, there's cosplay sites that might have those jackets for cheap.
Probably.
So yeah, like I built my Ghostbusters suit from the ground up, like my Ghostbusters jumpsuit. I did. I had to do it because I was a big fan. But you never know. You could find that red jacket somewhere.
Nice.
I'll be looking for it.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I appreciate again your presence and your participation in this. This is really great, guys. Again, Horror and Coffee. Please consider subscribing, and until the next Horror Files, which I presume will be in 2 weeks. I believe that works, right? That'll be the week before the 20th, the one that, Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. Thank you guys for being here. For those of you, thank you. Thank you to Rockshot. Thank you to Mari. Thank you to Frankie. Thank you to Tony Movie Chap. Thank you to Peaceful G. I am so grateful that you are here. I am so grateful for all of you being here. I thank Jimmy. Jimmy was here a little while ago. I don't know if he's still here, but I thank him too. Jimmy's a longtime friend. And thank God for all of you. I thank God for both of you too. All right. So until next time, guys, this is Ralph Perez from Horror and Coffee. This is Alex from Geeks and Flix. This is Dee, and you can catch her on Instagram. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.